Hello guys, in this tutorial we are going to be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful puffy structured sleeve. It is so simple. The white one is the inspiration and the blue one is the one I just finished making. If this is what you're interested in learning, keep on watching and let's get started. So here is the blouse I'm going to be sewing this sleeve into. So guys, for the sake of this tutorial, I'll be working with two different fabric. The white one is a calico and the blue one is an Ankara print. So that is what I use in sewing this blouse. So what I'm going to do is first of all measure my round armhole. Now if I place it like this, I'm going to be measuring half of my armhole, which is 9.25 inches after I measured it. That means that my round armhole is 19 inches. Now this 19 inches, I'm going to divide it by 3.14, which is formula for finding the radius of half circle. Okay, now for this tutorial we're going to be cutting out half circle into 4 pieces, but for now I'm going to be cutting out a full circle. So you can see I've folded my fabric into 4, because for me to cut out a full circle you have to fold your fabric into 4. I've folded the Ankara print. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the calico, as you can see. So I've folded into 2 and I'm going to fold again. Now I'm going to place these 2 pieces on top of each other because I want to cut out both at once. Okay, so guys, from here the next step, we're going to have to mark out the radius of our circle, which is 6 inches. I got this by dividing my round armhole by 3.14 inches. So I'll place my tape and mark out this 6 inches all around and then connect the points together. Now after this, I'm going to mark out the length of my circle. So the length that I want for this tutorial is 10 inches. You can make use of 8 inches. It all depends on the length you want for your sleeve. So I am done marking it out. I'm going to connect the points together, and then after that I'll go ahead and cut this out. So to cut out, first of all I'm going to start with the lengths. After cutting out the lengths, I'm going to cut out the radius as well. As you're cutting this out, please ensure that you are holding your fabrics together so that it won't move away from each other. Now after cutting out the lengths, I went ahead to cut out the radius, and this is what we have. So you can see that I have my full circle for both the calico and the Ankara print. Okay, now guys, remember that each of this fabric is going to serve as my lining piece and then the actual pieces. Okay, so guys, now I'm going to divide my full circle into 2 to get my half circle. I've done that for the calico. I'm repeating the same thing for the Ankara prints, as you can see me doing like this. So now you can see I have my half circle. If I put it up together like this, it forms a full circle. Now after this, next I'm going to bring in my fusible interface. Go over to my ironing table, fuse it into both the calico and the Ankara print just to make it firm. So guys, I am done doing that, and this is what I have. Now I'm going to place these 2 fabrics together. First of all, I'm going to do that on the Ankara print. I'm going to locate the middle of the Ankara print and then connect it to one end of the circle just like this, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Now I've just done this for the Ankara. I'm going to place it on top the calico and then repeat the same thing. Okay, so guys, you must not use 2 fabric as I am using it. Okay, you can actually make use of lining in place of this calico. I hope you guys understand. So guys, now after doing this, I'm going to go ahead and join these 2 fabrics together. So I'm going to be doing the calico to the calico and then the Ankara print to the Ankara print, just like this. Okay, now after joining them, this is what I have. I'm going to go open up this seam allowance for both the Ankara and the calico, and after that I'm going to bring in the calico and then place it on top the Ankara, making sure that the right sides are facing each other. Now I'll move over to my sewing machine and stitch all around it using 1/2 inch. Now the radius part is going to be open, okay, because that is where I'm going to turn it out from. So guys, I am done stitching and this is what I have. So you can see I'm either going to use the Ankara as the right side or the calico part as the right side. Now I've gone ahead to stitch up the radius, and you guys, I'm going to turn it over like this and I'm going to mark my sleeve opening, okay? So you're going to measure your round sleeve wherever you want the sleeve to stop and then stitch it up. So mine was 6 and I'm going to stitch up the rest of it using a tiny stitch, okay? Now after doing that, you can see this is what I have and this is where my hands are going to pass through. Now I'm going to go ahead and flip it over to the right side. Remember, I'm using the Ankara as the original fabric of this. This means that the calico is going to become the lining, okay? Now if you want the calico to be your lining, that means the Ankara is going to be inside and then you make the calico the actual fabric. I hope you guys understand. Now guys, you can see what I have right here. Now this part of it is so pointy, so we are going to shape it just to have like our sleeve, okay? You know the way our sleeve always come, so we are going to cut it out just to have like that sleeve shape. So guys, I'm going to bring in my scissors and then give it a little bit of shape. So you can see what I just achieved right there. Now that part of the sleeve is going to be around the shoulder and this part is the underarm. You can see where my hand is going to pass through, okay? So guys, I'll quickly notch the underarm so that I will not get myself confused. And from the underarm, I'm going to measure in 9.25 inches, which is half of my armhole, okay? And I'll notch. So this means that the remaining part of the sleeve, I'll be pleating it into the armhole of my blouse. Please do not worry about the shape of the sleeve for now. By the time you fix it into the armhole of your blouse, it's going to fit in and you're going to love the outcome, okay? So guys, what I'll be doing now is go ahead and bring in my blouse and then I will match up the underarm of this my sleeve with the underarm of my blouse. And yes guys, once I get to the shoulder, I'm going to have to pleat it to give it that sort of structure and puffy look. You can see what our sleeve looks like on the mannequin. If you find this tutorial helpful, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Share this tutorial so that more people can get to see it guys. I'll definitely see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.